Yo, can y'all hear me? What's up to the previews?
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Oh, good.
Tutu Atwell, 68 yards. And the Rams go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Jacobs going to try the middle.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They go with Jacobs. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 72 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Eight-6 the score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and a couple. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't prepare.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Here's 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now.
He's done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
You guys.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I don't know how he didn't pick the ball.
Marr able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Garoppolo again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. McPherson has this one teed up,
and off we go from Cleveland.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They run with Ford. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This is Ford. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2nd down and 4. And Burrow going to change the play. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, in there for the sack. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give it to Mixon. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Mixon. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Ford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
The throw over the middle taken in. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watson on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Mixing up the middle. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here we go with Burrow. And that is taken in by Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
He wasted all his time up. GG's, man.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Once again, they went in. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing.
He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the... That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Paxton, 26.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Under 10, 10. Alert, flare. Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 96 yards. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And again, it's Rodgers. Call it a gain of a yard, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Again, Herbert dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Herbert going to change the play here. On second down, Eckler. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham from 3 yards out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. This 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Hall. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Steps away. He gets it to Johnston. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Rodgers, he's got the hook up here with Cook. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Hall ought to give up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 50. Here we go. 58.
Hall again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Showing it. Check safety. Jim. Back
Straight ahead is Hall. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Right after the touchdown to In their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. To the air again, Herbert. Being chased out left. Caught by Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Eckler now between the tackles. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that quit. I'm probably about to end stream. I appreciate everybody that joined my stream. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, I would highly appreciate it. I'll catch y'all in the next one.